Welcome back. With me, we have Lydia. Lydia, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. So, Lydia, you're in high school. What are you doing on the Altitude show?
Well, I became introduced to you through a thing my amazing friend brought me to, this presentation that you guys had. And then we talked, and you invited me to this taping, introduced me to Miss Rhodes and all of that. So here I am today,
So
helping.
we just kind of threw you in to the fire, right?
Yeah.
So I think we probably need to put all of this back into context as to why we kind of threw you into the fire, because your resiliency and your energy is very good.
Thank
So
you.
we appreciate you being able to start and just do this free form interview. So tell me a little bit about the dream or the career path, if you will, that you wanted to follow. What was that particular career path that got you here?
So I really want to do filmmaking, film producing, maybe screenwriting as well. It really interests me. I think that imagery has a lot of power, and I want to be able to take that and apply that to different aspects of a multitude of things.
So tell me a little bit about that as it relates to your TV, or why you're here too in the studios of SPNN.
So basically, I wanted to be more exposed and just learn a lot more about filmmaking and just the tactics, and just like learn from real people and people that I can look like me also as well, and just, learning experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're doing a great job, by the way, today. So
Thank you.
in addition to that, can you name 2 or 3 different things we've asked you to do in the studio?
Yeah, so basically, me and also my friend are floor directors today. And we are basically, behind the camera. And we've been behind the camera for 2 interviews already. And just, calling out things, and also giving out, directing people who come in to give them like sheets to fill out, things like that.
Yeah. So let's rewind a little bit back onto the artistic side. So filmmaking, what got you inspired to do filmmaking?
Basically, ever since I can remember, I've always loved films, movies. I've always wanted to be those people in the film. So that's, I think, because I've wanted to be a little thing since I was young. Though I can like countless things. I wanted to be a singer, I wanted to be a surgeon, and I wanted to be just like all these things. But I realized that they were all people on camera. And I just wanted to be essentially on camera. And then I figured out a couple years ago that I have a lot of stories to tell, and I write as well. And I write about a lot of things, but I just figured out that I wanted to be someone in the film industry.
Fantastic, fantastic. And you've followed through. You've kept your promises. You kept your commitments to showing up at the studio in the wee hours of the morning, and all the wonderful jobs that you've done here to help produce a show today. Tell me, are there any other areas? You said you write, and
Yeah.
do you do any other type of art or artistic work?
Yes, I do a lot of things. So I love music. I'm into all kinds of music. I've always loved music. I sketch mostly.
Charcoal, or is that?
I just got a charcoal palette,
Okay.
actually, yeah. And I painted when I was little, but I don't really paint that much. But I have a friend who paints, and yeah, basically
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic, because we actually met at the Minnesota African American Heritage Museum and Gallery at North Minneapolis on that panel discussion that I participated on. And you asked a question, excuse me, about the arts as it relates to STEM. And so it's amazing that you can speak the words into existence, and then they actually come through and they happen.
Yes.
But a lot of it is really you. And so you being able to have that drive and initiative to pursue your dreams, or at least educate yourself and get the practical experience, right, in doing these things. So hopefully any of the viewers that are watching this, that they'll contact us and be able to get you
Yes.
connected. But I know the folks here, especially Miss Rhodes, who is the producer of this show, is going to be very excited to have you on her list of up-and-coming
Very excited as well.
TV personalities, as well as producers behind the show. So before we wrap up, is there anything that you either want to say about because we've talked about almost everything here, your personal life, you love music. Is there anything in your personal life extra that you want to share before we wrap up?
Well, I also volunteer for my church, Ethiopian Orthodox Sowado Church, and I feel like that is because we're trying to build a new church as well, and I think that is something not necessarily essential, but it's really helped my character, I think, because I think it's important to volunteer in the community, and especially the money going to, my church. I feel like that's really a good thing to do. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Is your church planning on putting in a live streaming or a video booth or anything like that to that extent?
Yes, we have a photographer actually, and I want to be a part of that as well. But yeah, I think that.
Yeah, so your experience here actually and how that all happens and how you manage the talent and how you get all the infrastructure and all the cameras and the angles of the cameras together. So yeah, it's very good. You'll be able to participate and contribute at a major level.
Yes.
The last question then is, do you have any advice for other high school students?
I do. So I usually, I don't really go out the house a lot, like especially since I live in more suburban area. But when I went to the place where the African American Heritage and Gallery thing that I met you at, my friend, like she like dragged me out of the house. I wanted to go, but I don't usually like leave the house a lot. But I just really think putting yourself out there is such a big factor in following your dreams. A lot of people are scared and just, very not confident. But I can relate to that. But I feel like that is something that we all need to work on. And yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's wonderful. Well, thank you very much for your time here today. Thank you for helping produce the show today. And our new floor manager, one of our floor managers, we're looking forward to having a lot of productive shows here in the future and building that resume up. So thank you for coming today.
Yep, no problem.
All right, Miss Lidia.
Thank you.